am going to solve few questions which are come in 2015 and 2016 in Kerala set examination. This question had asked in 2016 Kerala set examination. Here the question is, which of the following species show ESR spectrum? Here CO2, N2 plus, NO, H2O and O2. Few tips are here. If you study those tips very easily, you can find out the answer. Here the first tip is free radical having odd number of electrons. Second tip, that is odd electron molecules like NO, NO2, ClO2 show ESR spectrum. O2 in triplet state show ESR spectrum. And the fourth point, that is some transition metal complexes, organometallic compounds and catalysts containing metal ion having incomplete 3d, 4d and 5d orbitals. Fifth point, that is rare earth and actinides having incomplete 4f and 6d etc. orbitals. And the fifth, that is some impurities. Okay, therefore here O2, we can say O2 shows ESR spectrum, that is correct. H2O, that is wrong. According to the second, NO, odd electron molecules like NO, NO2, ClO2. Okay, therefore NO shows ESR spectrum. Second one, N2 plus ion shows ESR spectrum, and the first one, that is wrong. Therefore, according to this, correct option A is the answer. This question had asked in 2015 Kerala set examination. Here the question is, helium atom is twice heavier than a hydrogen molecule. At 25 degrees Celsius, the average kinetic energy of helium atom. Here, it depends only on the temperature, not on the nature of the gas. Here there is no increase in the temperature is same. Therefore, here kinetic energy of helium atom is same as that of hydrogen molecule, because kinetic energy per molecule of a gas depends only on the temperature. Only on the temperature, not on the nature of gas. Therefore, here answer option D is the correct answer. This question had asked in 2015 Kerala set examination. Here the question is, the ratio of two rates of diffusion of the two gases A and B, that is 4:1, the ratio of the densities. Therefore, here we need to calculate the ratio of the densities. Therefore, here you have to study one formula. That formula is this: RA divided by RB, that is equal to root of dB divided by dA. Here RA means the rate of diffusion of gases, then RB, that is rate of diffusion of gas B, then dA, that is density of gas, and dB, that is density of gas B. Therefore, here just we can substitute in the formula. Therefore, here 4 divided by 1 equal to root of dB divided by dA. We can just substitute. Therefore, you will get dB divided by dA is equal to 16 divided by 1. Therefore, here the density of gas A is 1 and the density of the gas B is 60. Therefore, here option A is correct. This question I have taken from 2015 Kerala set examination. Here the question is, the binding energy per nucleon of O16 and O17 are 7.98 MeV and 7.76 MeV respectively. Then the energy required in MeV to remove neutron from O17. Here energy required, that will be equal to binding energy of O17 minus binding energy of O16. Therefore here the mass number of first oxygen, that is 17. 17 into, therefore here oxygen O17, that is 7.76. 7.76 minus 16 into 7.98. Here instead of 7.97, here I am going to write 7.98. Therefore answer approximately it will be 7.24. Therefore here the correct option, the option C is the correct. This question I have taken from 2015 Kerala Set examination. Here the question is, which of the following elements is metalloid? Here the metalloid is a chemical element with properties in between those of metals and non-metals. 6 metalloids are known as boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony and tellurium. Therefore here option D is the correct answer. This question I have taken from 2015 Kerala Set examination. In question is, in a TLC, if the compound, TLC means a thin layer chromatography, if the compound A and B have moved a distance of 5.5 cm and 7 cm respectively from the sample spot, the solvent moved a distance of 10 cm, then the RF value of A and B respectively. Then here, how to calculate the RF value? We are calculating the RF value like this. Distance travelled by solute divided by distance travelled by the solvent. Distance travelled by solute divided by the distance travelled by solvent. Here the solvent that is 10 cm. A, solute A is equal to 5.5 cm and B, solute, equal to 7 cm. Therefore here the RF value of A that will be equal to 5.5 divided by 10. Therefore here 0.55. Then B, 7 divided by 10. Therefore here 0.7. Therefore here answer C is the option C is the correct answer. 0.55, 0.7. This question I have taken from 2016 Kerala Set examination. Here the question is, the temperature at which the RMS velocity of methane gas is equal to the RMS velocity of helium at 300 Kelvin. Here we have to study this equation. That equation is T1 divided by T2 is equal to M1 divided by M2. Here M1 we know that the value of methane, that is 16, and the value of helium M2, that is 4. Therefore here 300 T2 is 300 Kelvin. From the question we will get that RMS velocity of helium at 300 Kelvin. Therefore T2 is equal to 300. You can just substitute in this formula. Therefore we will get the T1. The T1 value, that is 1200 K. Therefore option A is the correct answer. This question I have taken from 2016 Kerala Set Examination. Here the question is, mish metal is a mixture of. Mish metal is an alloy of rare earth elements with iron and traces of sulfur, carbon, calcium and aluminium. The composition is 50% of cerium. Therefore here I am going to cancel this option D because cerium that is not there, and 25% of lanthanum. Therefore this also I am going to cancel. B also I am going to cancel, with small amount of neodymium. Therefore here A also I am going to cancel. This is also a wrong option. Therefore here the C is the correct. Cerium, Pr, La and Nd. Therefore option C is the correct. This question had asked in 2016 Kerala Set Examination. Here the question is, which among the following nuclei are NMR active? Here I have given one table. If you study this table, answering of this type of questions will be very easy for you. The first you have to study this point. Even mass nuclei that have even number of neutrons have I is equal to 0. If it is I is equal to 0 means we can say that is NMR inactive. Here even mass nuclei that have even number of neutrons have I is equal to 0. Therefore the second point you have to study this also. Even mass nuclei that have odd number of neutrons have integer spin quantum numbers 1, 2, 3 etc. Here corresponding to this I am going to write NMR active. Third point, odd mass nuclei have half integer spin quantum numbers, half, 3 by 2, 5 by 2 etc. Corresponding to this I am going to write NMR active. Therefore here from this we can say this is I of NMR active. Odd nuclei half integer spin quantum number. Okay. Therefore here this one is NMR active. Then here this one. Even mass nuclei that have odd number of neutrons have integer spin quantum number 1. Therefore here this also NMR active. And what about this? This also NMR active. What about this? Even mass nuclei that have even number of neutrons have I is equal to 0. Therefore this is NMR inactive. Now we can check the answers. N14, the first one, NMR active. This is inactive. What about this? Active. This is NMR inactive. Even mass nuclei that have even number of neutrons. Therefore NMR inactive. This is NMR active. Therefore here 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Okay. Therefore option C is correct. This question had asked in 2015 Kerala Set Examination. Here the question is, which of the following transition represent the phosphorescence? The table given below compare the emission and absorption rate of fluorescence and phosphorescence. Here the rate of photon absorption is very rapid. Okay, from this table we can make out the phosphorescence that is triplet to singlet in the ground state. Therefore, according to this table, option C is correct. Here in this table, fluorescence emissions occurs at slower rate compared to the phosphorescence. Here the phosphorescence emission require more time than the fluorescence. This is very important point. This also you have to study.